He is the third leading scorer in the history of NCAA Division I basketball. His senior year at Campbell University, he became the first player to average over 30 points per game in a season in more than 20 years. He is Chris Clemons, now with the Houston Rockets in the NBA, and he is getting set for the restart of the NBA season. He is currently coming to us from the bubble in Orlando. Chris, thank you so much for taking time to talk to us. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm trying to adjust and enjoy my time here in the bubble, and so best as I can.
Tell us about that life in the NBA bubble right now. What is a typical day like for Chris Clemons?
So a typical day is just we wake up and we have to take our temperature every morning and do our pulse oxygen every morning, and then typically I would go to weights and in between there, try to eat and get my COVID test. Every day we do the throat and the nasal COVID test. Um, and I try to go to treatment and get my body right before practice. And after that, man, I'm free to do whatever I want to do, man. And you got all these extra activities you can do. So, I just try to fill in the day as I can.
Is it more of a training camp vibe or a summer vibe? What is it like right now as you guys are getting set?
Everybody right now, I wouldn't say it's a training camp vibe. It's more like a kind of a playoff vibe. As this is my first year experiencing this, this is kind of what I would imagine a playoff vibe would be like for these guys. And everybody's focus is, geared towards trying to win a championship right now and trying to get our bodies and our chemistry right to win that championship. So that's really why we're all here anyways. So, I mean, that's our focus and that's kind of the feeling around, our practices and everything we're doing right now.
So, of course, as you are well aware, your Houston Rockets, they're already in for the playoffs, but just 2.5 games out of third place in the conference. Has that been the push for you guys, not only getting ready for the playoffs, but trying to kind of up your seed in the West?
I would think the focus is more towards putting ourselves in the best position possible. We want to win every game we go out there and play. And it's really about preparing ourselves to go through these playoffs and be ready and be focused and all these extra type of factors we need in order to win the championship. So I wouldn't say it's more about seeding. It's more about us trying to get ready for, the playoffs.
Has there been a lot of rust with not only you, but with the team with such a long layoff?
I don't think everybody's, kind of trying to get back used to each other. We had three months off and, guys are coming in here. James came in late. Russell is coming in late. So we're just trying to get our chemistry back right. Everybody did a great job, staying tuned up, staying in shape. So, we got that out of the way. So right now we're just trying to get our bodies back and our legs back under us, man, so we can prepare to play 48 minutes or 60 minutes, whatever it is.
Off the court, you had mentioned it a little bit, Chris, that you do have free time. Of course, you're in this bubble, but you're in a bubble in Disney World. Tell me some of the stuff that you guys have been doing or that are offered or what you can do when you're not spending so much of that time with basketball.
So, well, today when I get off the phone here, I'm going to go to the pool. I'm going to go fishing. I'm gonna try to catch me some fish today, so we can do that. A lot of people have seen, guys catching these big bass fish. So try to do that today. We can, go to you can interact with other players that's on your little Disney campus. It's divided into three little sections. So you can do that. We can go to the players lounge. You can hang out in there. They got, cards and games and all types of stuff in there. So you can go golf. You can do anything. I mean, it's endless. I probably will not go golfing, but
I saw one of your posts about the food, and we've heard a lot about the food in the NBA bubble. What has the food been like to you? What kind of choices do you got?
The past few days our team has actually ordered out. We've had steaks and I posted the crab broil and salmon and all types of stuff. So we're not eating bad. I mean, I wouldn't say. I mean, it was good to me. So.
How are some of your teammates reacting to this, Chris? Everything has been new to you this year. And of course, this thing you're experiencing is new to everybody, even the NBA veterans. How are some of those guys that have been around the league for a long time? How are some of your teammates taking to this?
Yeah, like you said, man, this is new for everybody, man. Hopefully this never has to happen again. But it everybody's focus now is just to again, man, we're worried about the playoffs and trying to win a championship. So everybody's mental is not really focused on where we're at and what we're doing throughout the day. It's more focused on how we're gonna get better every day and how we're gonna put ourselves in the best position to win a championship.
Let's go back a couple of months. It seems a little bit longer than just a couple of months. But Chris, the last time you and I talked in person, it was March 7th back in Charlotte, North Carolina. Your Rockets were visiting the Hornets. It was a full arena. You had 200 of your friends and family there, something that seems sort of impossible right now. But back then, before everything happened, about a week before it happened, take me back to that night, your emotions from that night, and then what happened in the week following when everything stopped.
Yeah, I mean, that night was special, man. Anytime, all my family and friends can come together and one, area is always special for me. It's always something I'll always remember. And that was actually more people that I ever thought was gonna show up that day. And I didn't know I knew that many people, honestly, but it's crazy, man. So, it was just fun to see those people, and they got to experience the whole kind of NBA game time experience. Most of those people have never seen an NBA game, so they get to see me warm up and they get to see me after the game. They get to see the whole game. They're in the arena. They're having a great time with each other, man. It was an amazing experience. I saw you guys, um, even friends from way back when. I have people in Charlotte that wanted to come, and I actually ran out of space for people that wanted to come, and I couldn't get them in. So it was wild, man. But it was a great time, man. I enjoyed you guys. Um, that following week, I ended up going back to Houston, and we we played a game. I think that next day, and I guess the next week, all this stuff started, kind of popping up, and you see the G League is shutting down, and then next thing you know, NBA is following right behind it, and everybody's kind of like, what's going on? What we're gonna do? So they kind of tell us all, kind of stay and see how it's gonna go for a few weeks, and then a few days later, they tell us all we can go home. We can't get in the gym. We can't do anything. Everybody stay away from each other, because of this whole thing. So I ended up going back to Raleigh. I was training and doing all this other stuff. Everybody else branching off, trying to train and, prepare ourselves for this restart.
And how jolting was that for you, Chris? I mean, your rookie year in the NBA, you've had a lot of success, but the year was winding up. You're really trying to make your mark, and then this happens. What was it like personally for you in basketball?
Yeah, like we talked about earlier, man. This is something that nobody's ever experienced ever, and hopefully it never happens again. So I didn't know exactly what to expect. I thought, personally, they were going to scrap the year, and that was just going to be it. But we were remaining hopeful, so we're all working out. It was it was definitely an exciting feeling for me that they did restart the season, because I did want to experience being in the playoffs my first year, and obviously that's not something everybody is able to do. But this team has a unique opportunity and the ability to actually win a championship. So I really wanted to experience that my rookie year. So I'm definitely excited that we were able to restart for sure.
What was life like during the stoppage back in Raleigh? NBA player Chris Clemons comes back home to his hometown, to his family. What was the day in the life like when you were going through all that?
So my instructions were pretty much to stay in the house as much as possible. So if I wasn't at the gym, I was at the house. We had to order food all the time. It was it was terrible. I mean, my mom cooked. That was probably the best part. Besides the basketball part. So I went and visited some family here and there, and I'm at the gym for about 4 hours, 3-4 hours a day. With my guys. I train with a few guys. Some college guys. Mixing some high school guys. Just trying to teach them different things about the game and try to give back in that way, and also get better myself. So, I mean, if it wasn't the gym, I'm at home.
Did it feel like you, with the grind of the NBA season, I'm sure you were already worn down. Is there a little bit more of a spring in your step now that even though you were training, you kind of got things back to right as you're ready for this last push in the playoffs?
It should actually be an advantage here. Usually it's kind of like your summer, so you get to go back and you get to, reevaluate what the season is like, and get to tune up some things that you want to fix and improve in the areas that you want to improve in, and you get to use it in the playoffs. So it's actually a good thing if you look at it that way, and the fact that you get to add things to your game, before the most critical time of the season.
Chris, I know in addition to COVID-19 and you training and you being at home and everything you had to worry about NBA wise, the Black Lives Matter movement, social activism really swept through the nation. Raleigh was one of the center points for it as well. Why was it important that you got involved in that?
It's important that people like me, NBA players, and really everybody is out there and participating in this movement. Um, because guys like me who have bigger voices, and it's important that I am able to be seen doing something positive so that other people can join in, other people that are nervous about it and don't really have the kind of urge to go out there, and you see somebody like me out there, like, it kind of pushes you along to try to get out there and bring people along, and to try to make a change, for something better, man. And that experience for me, I went with a few of my high school, coaches, some high school players that I used to play with, some high school players that are still there now. They were out there, um, and we marched. I didn't know what to expect. I just came out there with a open mind, and my heart. I knew what I wanted to, what I was there for. I wanted to change something. And we went out there, we marched, man, and we fully participated in everything, man. And it was amazing, man. That was probably the best thing I've ever done in my life, man. And we saw people, coming out their houses to join us. People of, not, black descent, and it was amazing, man. People are on the sides, and they have their signs, even if they don't want to march, they're supporting. And we ended up marching to the jailhouse. It's off of Western Boulevard or something like that. And we're there and we're all on the ground. We're chanting about the false imprisonment and drug charges that black people are facing, and for marijuana and all that type of stuff. So we're protesting that, and we're also protesting about black lives and police brutality and all that type of stuff. So the energy that we all had that day, man, and the emotion, the collective emotion, was just amazing, man. It's something that you have to really be there to experience, and I can never tell you the true feeling of it, just by me telling you. You have to really go out there and experience it. But I definitely encourage anybody that's ever thinking about it to go out there and experience it, if you support that movement.
At the end of your rookie campaign, that's kind of when you take a step back, think of everything that's happened. You've this year earned a contract with the Rockets. You've played in nearly 30 games with them. You've had double figure scoring nights in 6 of those games. When you were off from basketball, at least NBA, I know you were training every day, and you got a chance to kind of think of what you've accomplished so far. Did it give you a chance for it to sink in a little bit?
Actually, me, man. I like to think of things when it's all over, man. So I didn't really, reminisce so much, because I was really hopeful that the season would restart, and I wanted the whole year to kind of finish up, before I really look back and see all the moments in that year. But now that you mentioned, man, it definitely was something, man. I've been truly blessed, man. So you always hear me say that, truly blessed, for the opportunities the Rockets gave me, and with the contract, and the minutes I was given, how I was able to make the most out of those opportunities, man. And even just training with the guys that I'm able to train with, I training with some of the best guys in the NBA. So I mean, that opportunity in itself is good for me and my growth. So definitely, man, it's truly a blessing to be here.
All right, finally, some of the most important questions now, Chris. All over your Instagram is Fortnite, and I think in the fact you're doing all these fun things, but you're also owning it on Fortnite. What is Chris Clemons, the Fortnite player, like, and how have you been doing lately?
I have been amazing in Fortnite lately. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I've been elevating my game in Fortnite. So, I mean, I play with my guys, man. I play with my friends here and there, man. And I know a lot of people are, anxious to play with me and they want to play. And one of these days, I'm actually do it. I'm actually let fans and people from the outside join me and play. But I gotta get my game right to the level that it's gonna be impressive enough for them. So, definitely, I've been doing a great job for Fortnite. I've been winning a lot of games.
Okay, and just one more thing. I don't know this for sure, but since we're on the video game topic, somebody somewhere on social media was dismayed playing with the Rockets with you, NBA 2K. He thinks that the computer won't let you dunk in that game. Do you know anything about this? Have we talked to the makers of 2K about you being not able to dunk in that game? Is that true? Is that just rumor? Have they fixed it?
I have also heard that. So I don't, me personally, I don't play 2K like that. So I don't really know. I've seen my brother play with me, and I can shoot. So that's good. They got that right. So I mean, but my brother also told me the same thing. I couldn't dunk, so I'm gonna have to talk to Ryan 2K about this because clearly that doesn't make any sense. I can definitely dunk the basketball. He has to have seen this before. So I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna get that fixed for sure.
As we know, you can dunk. We'll start that petition. He is Chris Clemons. Follow him on Twitter and Instagram at iDropColdBucks, and check out his website, officialchrisclemons.com. Thank you, Chris. We really appreciate the time you take with us as you have in college, but then as the NBA, it really means a lot. Best of luck on the rest of the season in the playoffs.
Sir, appreciate it.